What's good, everybody? Happy Sunday. Can y'all hear me? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Because I had to change some stuff around since we over here at Pinky House today. We gotta be at Pinky House today because she's not gonna have the house for much longer. And so let me know if y'all can hear me real quick. Okay, thank you, S Lover. What's good, my nigga? What's good, everybody? Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. I cannot complain. Sorry I'm late. Listen, I would have really been late because I really got to use the restroom. But I was trying to make sure I had everything together so when I come on here so it could be easy breezy live. Okay, so we got some stuff that we got to talk about today, right? And so we got to do some hot topics, but it's going to be over the reality shows. It was so funny because I had to take a nap today, and baby, when I tell you I had a good nap today, so yesterday after I got off live, I had to make some asparagus and made my gym bag or whatever, and so I went to sleep, and I went to sleep for damn now like 8 or maybe 8.5 hours. But it wasn't no good sleep though. You know what I'm saying? I was asleep and I woke up, but it wasn't really no good sleep. And so when I got home from the gym today, I laid down and went to sleep. But it was one of those type of sleeps where when you wake up, your eyes hurting because your eyes was closed. So, oh baby, it was so good. Oh baby, it was. Oh my baby, it was so good. It was some good sleep. Okay, but I was thinking about what is going to go down today because I needed to. After Sun had came on yesterday or whatever, so I was like, I gotta watch the After Sun, and then I also wanted to do a hot topics video about some stuff that I had seen pertaining to our favorite girls, the Atlanta girls, whatever. And I said, you know what, just go ahead and connect this stuff together. Ain't no sense of doing 2 videos. Just go live and talk about both things because some of the people watch it, but some of the stuff is so interesting where if the people don't watch it, they can still follow it, right? So we could watch it. Rajay said, I'm about to get some Cane's. Pride kicked my butt yesterday. Is Cane's open on the Sunday? Yeah, Cane's is open on the Sunday. Cane's is open on the Sunday. You know what's not open on the Sunday? I get it mixed up because I eat them together. What is the name of the cookie place? Crumble is not open on Sunday. Crumble is not open on Sunday, okay? And so we got some stuff that we got to talk about, okay? And baby, it's gonna be. I think that Pinky is having the worst week ever, and I love you, Big Pink. And if you sensitively, because baby, I can't control what come on our desk. I just can control what we talk about. What's good, Mimi Kitty? What's good, Chantel Dash? What's good, Nacho Twins Mama? Chick-fil-A. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is also closed on a Sunday too. But if you know what I'm saying, if you like Logan, Chick-fil-A is open all times of the day. I'm saying we seen that big old bottle of Chick-fil-A sauce. Yeah, they sell the Chick-fil-A sauce now, and everybody's starting to do it now. They sell Taco Bell. Shout out to Rodney. Rodney told me that they sell Taco Bell sauce or whatever, hot sauce or whatever, and I started to see it in stores now. And so they sell the Chick-fil-A sauce, all of the stuff. You can get the stuff now. If you go to the store or whatever, if they have it on your aisle or whatever. But I seen Logan with 2 bottles of Chick-fil-A sauce. Maybe it was Chick-fil-A sauce. Now, do you know they got a sauce at Chick-fil-A called Chick-fil-A sauce? So it probably was Chick-fil-A and Polynesian sauce. When I go there, I only get the Chick-fil-A sauce and I get the honey roasted barbecue. That's just fat. Honey roasted barbecue. Who think of honey roasted barbecue sauce? But it's good though. Okay. Pinky got to be having the worst week ever. Okay. So Pinky. We're gonna talk about Pinky, okay? And then we gotta talk about Love Island USA, baby. I can't wait for it to be over with. But it is going to be Casa Amor tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna do, baby, because there's gonna be a lot going on for me. I gotta go get my hair cut tomorrow. And then we also got Casa Amor coming on. And then we also got Real Housewives of Rhode Island's reunion is starting. And then we got the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And so I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I'm already overwhelmed. So we gonna see. We're gonna see, but I'm up for the challenge. Somebody had wrote me and said, I read all of the comments, I just don't be having time to reply to all of them. Or it's not that, it's also too, I am an empath and I don't want people to think that I'm replying to some people's comments and I'm responding to their comments, whatever. So I'm gonna try to do more of doing it, but I don't want nobody to think that I be having favorites or whatever. But somebody did say, Gabor, you gotta do Love Island, you accepted the challenge, do it. And see, y'all be holding me accountable. Y'all be having me trying to be great. And so I gotta stick with it, y'all. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. We're gonna do it, okay? But we also got to talk about Dennis. You know, Dennis ended up responding to what has been going on with him. And then we got to talk about Love Island USA. So ended up on After Sun, and we're going to talk about that, okay? But before we get started, let's see who all up in here, and then we're going to talk. And if I got a little bit of time left, we'll drop the link. We'll see. But we're not going to be up here no 3 hours. We're not going to even be up here too. Glow Petal, what's good? The Informism, what's good? Can someone explain to me if Pinky is personally broken for a business that's not doing well? I'm confused. Well, Mism, we're going to break it down. But wait, she can buy a lavender house and wipe her. Yes, baby, that's what she said. Happy Sunday. What's good? April Morgan, Rosie Posey, what's good? It's officially the first day of summer. Ow, they took them from you, baby. I love it. I love it.
They took them from you, baby. They took them from you, baby.
Them from you, baby. Tanya, what's good? Mimi Go to Noodle. I'm trying to hurry up and finish Patreon Hot Topics from yesterday before the show starts. That's dedication. That is dedication. And so, what's good? Happy Father's Day to all the daddies in the chat. Happy Father's Day to all the daddies in the chat. And please stop texting y'all mama telling them Happy Father's Day. I don't like that. London Richard, what's good? Mism01, what's good? Rob J. Tahiti's mom, what's good? Anna Bastasia, Delisha Dismute. Sarita Alvant, are you related to Ayana? Desiree, what's good? So Dale, what's good? True Blue 8850, what's good, y'all? Thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I appreciate it. Now, who we gonna start with? I want to start with, first, let's start with Nene. Oh, Nene, baby. Oh, Nene. I don't know if I told y'all this, I ended up seeing Nene a couple of weeks ago. Wait, a little bit after I came from DC, I ended up seeing Nene. She had in Houston at the House of Blues. I ended up going to the House of Blues, and I ended up seeing Nene there. Nene looks good, baby. Nene, she looked like Tamar Braxton, but Nene looks good. Nene ended up losing weight. She is skinny, meaning she had on all pink. She had on diamonds. I don't know if the diamond was real. I didn't have no diamond checker on me or whatever, but Nene looked good. I will not lie to you. She looked good. It was the thing that she did with Carlos King. Carlos King was there, and it was Nene and Carlos. She had on all pink. Carlos had on like white and blue. She looked good though. I will not lie to you. She looked good. She looked just like Tamar, but she looked good. Nene is skinny. It's not awkward skinny. She probably she had on a halter top, like pink jumpsuit. She you could see she looked good. She looked like she had a breast reduction too, because she has gotten real skinny, and she's gotten skinny, but her titties don't look as big as they were. And Nene gave us a shot. She gave me a shout out. Nene bought me a shot. She told me that we look good. It was a fun time. Nene was good. It was a very nice show that she did with Carlos. And she kind of gave us some behind the scenes tea. They had everybody put their phones and stuff up. She was really, really nice. She was really, really nice to me and my friend. She kept on shouting us out the whole time or whatever. She was real, real good. Okay. But let's see. Yeah, she was, she kept on saying that our skin and stuff look good or whatever. And I was there. Listen, I was there with Rodney and Mims, and I'm very, very shy. And so I'm so happy that she didn't. I'm so happy. It's so, how can I say it? I love that. Okay, so I want to be a comedian, right? But I like to go places incognito. Right? Like, I don't want people to know me where I go. Right? And so I'm so happy that she or Carlos did not know who I was, but they knew who I was with, if that makes sense, right? Mism say she don't believe that I'm shy. I'm very shy, baby. I can open up, but I'm really shy. I really am. Let me not say shy. I'm a little bit reserved. Not really shy. I can be a little bit reserved. I don't know. I just think that's the oldest child in me. And then I went to, I don't know. And so anyway, what am I talking about? Nene was there. She looked real, real nice. She bought us shots. I ended up seeing, remember my best friend that I told y'all about that we had stopped talking because he thought that I was a Trump supporter. And I'm not a Trump supporter, but my whole thing is, and if I was a Trump supporter, what you gonna do? You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me how to vote. You can't tell me how to vote. And I had never said anything about I had never said anything about supporting Trump. I just had criticism. I just had some criticism when we got into it. All I had was some criticism of Joe Biden, and y'all trying to check me over some bitch. What? It had nothing to do. That's the crazy thing about it. It had nothing to do with Trump. It had nothing to do with Trump at all. I just had criticism of Joe Biden. Anyway, Nene had ended up talking about her son. She ended up talking about the youngest son. Is his name? Let me see. What is his name? The youngest son is the leaks, Brent. She ended up talking about Brent. She ended up saying how she didn't really know that Brent was, was going through a lot. She ended up talking about how she ended up, they ended up getting his heart. Somebody had donated their heart. They had a car accident or something like that and donated their heart, and the heart actually ended up coming from from Texas. She didn't know if it was from Dallas or Houston, but the heart that he has in his body now ended up coming from Texas. She says that he's like really, really depressed, and she felt bad about it because she didn't know a lot of stuff that he was going through, and she didn't see that in him, and she kind of blamed herself for it. But anyway, let's see. So her son, Brent, ended up getting locked up again. Just can't get right, okay? Now, remember he had went to jail one time. Now, I think that was Nene's fault because, I mean, even though he was over 18 and stuff, he had went to jail for stealing deodorant, hot mouthwash, toothpastes, floss, and stuff like that or whatever. At least he was trying to get clean. But I thought that was Nene's fault because Nene was saying that she had all of this money and she had, cash and Donald Trump checks, right? But she couldn't pay for Brent. Okay, but she ended up bailing him out of jail, but I don't think that she's gonna bail him out this time. It says Nene Leakes' son jailed over unpaid child support, allegedly missed drug evaluation. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I remember when Mims did an interview with his baby mama, I believe that she said that he had at that time, he had 3 kids, right? He had 3 kids. I think now he got 5. Because I remember Nene had did an interview. I remember long way back in the day. Armand had did an interview with his baby mama a long time back in the day, and Nene ended up calling into Armand's channel. And I remember Nene said that the girl ended up having a baby by her son, and she had he hit the motherfucking lottery. She hit the motherfucking lottery because she had a baby by Nene Leakes' son. And the girl was real, ghetto. I listen. She was real whorish. I don't know. Now, anyway, okay, it says Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Nene Leakes' oldest son, Bryson Bryant, is behind bars after the judge found out he violated his probation, TMZ has learned. Per jail records, Bryson was booked on May 1st, 2026, baby. TMZ, y'all slacking, baby. This is June 21st. He better still be in jail, okay? And is currently held in Georgia jail on failure to pay child support, probation violation, and failure to appear. His bond is set at $27K. The probation violation stems from a 2024 case in which the cops said he was found with fentanyl. Okay, that's the hot shit. Fentanyl. Fentanyl will take you up out of here. Ain't that what took Gangsta Boo up out of here? If I'm not mistaken, I remember. Let me know. I know Monique King know. Remember, they said the Gangsta Boo was dead on her porch, and she had overdose of a fentanyl. Okay. During questions, cops say he told the officer his name was Brent Leakes, so he gave him his brother name. But I guess that'll be easier for you to give them your brother name, your brother date and birthday. When you go to jail, they don't ask you for your social security number. They just ask you for your birthday and your address. And so he know that. Which is the name of Nene's youngest son. Bryson ended up being charged with giving a false name to officers in possession of a controlled substance. He reached a plea deal where the drug charge was dropped, but he was sentenced to 12 months probation. Oh, look at him. That's a face only a mother could love. Look at him. Oh my God. Oh, Nene. In addition, he was ordered to pay $500 in fines, complete 40 hours of community service, and randomly drug tested and undergo a drug evaluation. TMZ came to our documents on June 2nd, where prosecutors claim Bryson violated numerous terms of his 2024 probation, including failure to report since the sentence, complete the substance abuse evaluation, perform his community service, and make any payments on this fine. Nene previously spoke out about Bryson's issues with addiction, saying that he needed counseling and had a problem. Okay, the RHO alum said that she spent a ton of money trying to help him, that she has gone to rehab multiple times with no luck. Okay, so I don't know if she tried to help him. I probably would have paid the $500 in fines and stuff, but you're gonna have to go and take the drug evaluations. Now, I want to know, does Nene Leakes do for the baby? It's not her fault. I just want to know what type of grandma. Remember, she was a grandma. I want to know what type of grandma Nene Leakes is. Okay, but she don't really do too much talking more about Bryson no more. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, Nene. Okay. So we got that with Nene. What else we got to talk about? Okay, so Dennis, let's talk about Dennis. Let me pull up a picture of Dennis. Shall I pull up a picture of Dennis, baby? Let me tell you, baby, Nene, listen, Porsha, girl, I didn't see it at first. I didn't see it at first, baby, but when I tell you I see it, hold on, where's the picture of Dennis? Nene, Porsha, you did that, baby. You got you one. Where is it at? Okay. Share screen. Mm. Okay, can y'all see that? Hold on. StreamYard be going slow. It ain't me, it's StreamYard. Okay, the browser can't access. Let me see. Share screen, image. Okay, put up. Now can y'all see? StreamYard tripping. Y'all should be able to see. Okay, there you go. What Beyonce say? I don't know, but I know what's happened to me, baby. Woo. Yes, baby. I love that, baby. That. Porsha, you did that. Okay. Now y'all remember last week, Ralph had ended up getting custody of the kids because nobody drew or no mother drew ended up losing her kids, right? And so he ended up getting custody of the kids and he ended up shouting out the lawyer who helped him get custody of the kids and whatever. And he ended up putting out there that Dennis had fought for custody of Pilar and he ended up winning joint custody. Okay. But boy, have you watched The Polygamist yet? Miss Lovely Marshall, this is where y'all killed me at, right? Either Troy or Rob J told me to watch The Polygamist, right? And so today before I took a nap, I was like, let me go ahead and look at The Polygamist to see, you know what I'm saying? Is it a movie? What it is? Maybe I went over there and looked at The Polygamist, baby. When I tell you, the people had said that they had 22 episodes on the show. 22 episodes? What the fuck can I do with 22 episodes? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all telling me to watch a show with 22 episodes? What the fuck could I do with 22 episodes? Who? Are y'all crazy? What can I do with 22 episodes? I just started, I looked at that shit and saw 22 episodes. I was like, let me look and see what's, baby, this is all one season, 22 episodes. Girl, goes fast so good. Y'all, what can I do with 22 episodes? Okay, but I did see that they was like 24 minutes and stuff like that or whatever. So we'll see. I'm just saying 22 episodes, but it's fun binging 22 episodes. Try 65 Colombian shows. Because this is the thing. You know, I like to binge stuff like that when I'm being lazy, when I ain't like, that would have been a good thing when I had messed up my back. That would have been a good thing for me to binge watch on those days where I could just get DoorDash, kneel and go down the stairs or whatever, go get my food from the door and then come back upstairs. You know what I'm saying? That would have been good then, but we'll see. I just got a lot going. I'm not going to give me some time because we got a lot going on, but just give me some time. I'm not trying to cuss you. I'm not trying to cuss you, baby. Criticize Trump. Don't criticize Biden. Alani? Okay, baby. Thank you for the super chat, cutie content guy. He say, oh my God, Gorilla Brent. Only a face a mother could love. Oh, Nene. Remember, y'all will see that. But let me tell y'all, I've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta for a long time. I've been watching Real Housewives of Atlanta ever since Nene had went to Athens. I remember Nene went back to Athens and she went and saw the first drunk that she seen, talking about the secrets that people hold. Nene didn't even know who her real daddy was. She saw a drunk over there in a wheelchair in Athens on the corner, a pole man. Talking about he looked just like Bryson. I say, girl, oh, Nene. Okay. But anyway, Dennis ended up responding to the post that Ralph made about, getting custody of PJ. See, Porsha on me giving her true story. We never knew that Porsha was fighting for custody or tried to take custody away from Dennis. And so Dennis ended up winning joint custody of the baby. And so Dennis ended up responding. He ended up saying, go downstairs. Where is it at? Stop sharing. Dennis ended up responding. And he said, go downstairs to the basement and tell Ralph he tripping on the announcement. Okay? Because I guess that was supposed to be between, everybody wasn't supposed to know. Right? Everybody wasn't supposed to know that he had ended up winning custody of the child. And so he when Ralph, you tripping, you know, that was supposed to be something low key, don't go tell that. But you know, Dennis, you love social media, Dennis. Okay. And so Dennis also went online, and I still can't mess with him though. I still can't mess with him. But he also went online and said that, you know, him and Porsha, everybody want him and Porsha to be back together. To me, I see them being together. I see them being together. But he said not this time or next lifetime. Let me see. Hold on. What is going on? Yeah. Okay. So he ended up going online. Okay. Shout out to the neighborhood talk. Okay. So he ended up going online, and somebody said, "Ooh, Dennis McKinley says getting back with Porsha won't happen in this lifetime amid getting kicked out for trying to give back their old engagement ring." Okay. It says neighbors. Dennis says the ship between him and Porsha has sailed after a social user commented saying that they should get back together. Keep in mind, he just tried to give Porsha her old engagement ring recently on the Real House of Atlanta. He tried to give her an old engagement ring, but I didn't think that he was trying to propose to her, right? And I also thought that he was doing this for the show, okay? Somebody wrote, Chocolate Kiss wrote, I want Dennis and Porsha to stop playing and get back together. Do y'all hear me? Porsha and Dennis McKinley, okay? Dennis wrote, love you. This won't happen this lifetime, okay? It won't happen this lifetime, okay? What do I think? I don't know. I listen. I think they'll get back together, right? The thing is, I will shoot my shot at Dennis because that's the main baby. I will shoot my shot at Dennis, but see, Dennis will have me and Porsha in the middle of the street getting down. You get what I'm saying? I think that Porsha and Dennis is. You know how when people say I don't date people with kids because you don't want a baby mama and baby daddy drama. You know what I'm saying? All that shit that Dennis and Porsha got going on. That's that shit that this is who they talking about, Dennis and Porsha. You get what I'm saying? Dennis just popping up. You get what I'm saying? They was all in a drive-through. Porsha grabbed Dennis' wallet. I would have a problem with that. You get what I'm saying? It's just the whole. I thought that Dennis got a girlfriend. He do got a girlfriend. Her name is Porsha. He do got a girlfriend. Her name is Porsha. Dennis is just in his feelings because Porsha is with Sway. Right. Thank you for the super chat, cute content guy. He said, Happy Father's Day. The rapper man that provides for his family, even for children who not heels. The court did right by a black man. Finally, give it up. Oh my God. Oh my God. But we do got to give it up for fathers that stand there and get it.
Come on, give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Thank you for the super chat, Denny this Sports. She said, your newfound crush on Dennis is getting weird. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? My newfound crush. I just think that that's a handsome man. I just think that that's a handsome man. But I just do think that, these are the type, this is the couple, Dennis and Porsha are the couple where you do not want to date either one of them, or you don't want nothing like this, because if they still messing around with each other. They still messing around each other. He told us that he got to come over there and pick up the slack and stuff like that or whatever. You know what that means. When Porsha get to crying herself to sleep at night or whatever, she call him over and they do what they want. You get what I'm saying? He just pop up. The relationship is too toxic. Okay? Okay? So that's what you got with Porsha and Dennis. Okay? Now who else we got? Should we get Pinky now or should we get Pinky later? A bad bitch that don't pay her bills. Let's start with Pinky. Oh, Pinky. Girl, you are having the worst week ever. Pinky, girl. Now, y'all remember Pinky was trying to fight because she didn't want the court to know. We got 2 stories with Pinky today, baby. Oh, yes, Pinky. Now, remember Pinky was trying to fight earlier this year. I told y'all that Pinky was trying to fight, earlier this season. She was trying to fight because she didn't want the courts to know. She didn't want to have to put out there how much money that she was making, because she wanted to come on Real House of Atlanta and act like that she was this rich bitch, okay? But it says RHOA star Pinky Cole monthly income revealed in bankruptcy case, okay? A bald head, dry tennis head, dirty dry tennis head could never, okay? This is her on Watch What Happens Live, baby. She showed out on Watch What Happens Live, though. She showed out on Watch What Happens Live, baby. She did a thing. Okay, it says the Real Housewives of Atlanta star Pinky Cole finances were revealed as part of her ongoing bankruptcy, and it looks like she's on a tight budget. Now, Pinky, you thought that you was just going just because you was on Housewives of Atlanta. No, baby, we're going to talk about it. They said no, ma'am. Okay, Pinky who is known for her slutty vegan restaurants, listed her monthly income as $6,000 in the proposed plan of reorganization she recently filed in her case, according to new legal docs obtained by TMZ. In the plan, Pinky said that she will budget $200 on children expenses. $200 on children expenses? Bitch, you got 3 kids. You got 3 kids with 2 Kaylas around now. And your Kaylas are big girls. There's some great big old girls over there that you got over there. Okay, $200 on children expenses, $800 on groceries, $80 on gas, $300 on medical. So you on the welfare. $300 on medical. $1,574 on Georgia state taxes and $1,343 on federal taxes, which will leave her with $1,500 per month in disposable income. The reality star filed for Chapter 11 in February to deal with her debts. As TMZ first reported, as part of her bankruptcy, Pinky claimed one creditor had improperly seized one of her rental homes, but she was able to get the keys back to the place until at least the Chapter 11 is finalized. Okay? Do I believe that Pinky only makes $6,000 a month? No. No. But the thing is, Pinky, what's my picture of Pink? The thing is, Pinky, let me put this up here. Oh, girl. Let's go back to the dry tennis ball, dirty head. Okay? The thing about it, Pinky, is you came on this show, right? You walking around saying that you could have bought Angela's foreclosed homes, right? I can wipe my ass with $89,000, and then you writing this in court documents, right? So you got to shut up, baby. You losing houses and stuff. You get what I'm saying? You got to shut up. You got to shut up. Because you wrote on this paperwork that you only make $6,000 a month. And we love you, baby, but just shut up. You got too much mouth to be telling the court that you only make $6,000 a month, even if you are lying. But where is the $5 million that Derek is supposed to be giving up? Where is the $5 million that the husband is supposed to be giving them? Where is this man with all of this money? People, we need your money. Where is it? $6,000 a month? But she can wipe her square ass with the $89,000, right? But you can wipe your ass with $89,000, girl, and you over here got $6,000 a month. What's 6 times 12? 72,000? That's $72,000 a year, baby. So that means that you can't wipe your ass with $89,000. And we over here in your home because they're getting ready to take it from you, baby.
They took him from you, baby.
They took her from you, baby. And they took Drew babies from her.
They took him from you, baby.
They took them from you, baby. Makes sense after Ayana's son interview. Oh, baby, we about to get there now. So let's get over here to the Ayana's son interview. Oh, Pinky, girl. Oh, Pinky, baby. Pinky is coming for Phaedra'S crown, baby. Pinky is coming for Phaedra'S crown, baby. Okay? So Ayana's son did an interview with Tasha K. Okay? Where's my picture? I got a picture of him. Okay? Pinky's son did an interview with Tasha K. Not Pinky's son. Ayana's son did an interview with Tasha K. Okay? Ayana's son did an interview with Tasha K. Can y'all see the picture? It should be up on the screen. Okay? Here we go. That's him in pink. That's him in pink. Okay? Baby. When I tell you he let it rip. Okay? He said that he got Pinky her start. They dated. Okay? He said he got Pinky her start. Now remember, Pinky told us that she used to work on Ayana Fix My Life. Right? And of course, he ended up working for his mama. So he said, you know, that was my gal. I put my shorty on. I got her started over here with my mama. Okay? And he said that Pinky had in her mind that she was going to come up regardless. And so he felt like that she targeted him. You know what I'm saying? She was over there quoting Farrakhan and stuff like that. She was trying to act like she was this black activist because he knew that was what he was on. And so she targeted him and he put his shorty on. Okay. So he said he started dating her. That's the question before though. That's Pinky Cole, baby. Madison Holly, that's Pinky. That's Pinky. Okay. That's just before it was a dirty, dry tennis ball head. Okay. And he said they was dating for a minute. He said that they was on their way leaving LA going to Hawaii to stop by her sister's house because it was her nephew's birthday. And he said that his sister, Pinky's sister, had told her some shit about Pinky and ran it down to her. And so he started looking out for the stuff that she was seeing. Okay. He said the slutty vegan was already born. She was in business with other people trying to make some shit happen. And he told her, look, that train is not moving. Why are you up here wasting your time with these people? And so he said that she told her, they got the money. He said, well, how much money you need? And so she said like 15, 20K. He said, okay, baby, you my shorty. I'm gonna give it to you. So he gave it to her, right? And so he actually did give it to her. He didn't say that he was gonna give it to her, then give it to her like Derek did, right? He actually gave it to her. Derek around here playing with her head and playing with y'all said that he got the money, he gonna give it to her. When is he gonna give it to her? He actually gave it to her.
Pocket.
He had the 15, 20K. He gave it to her. That's my shorty, gave it to her. Okay. Now he said they both was vegan and they had came up with an idea for a vegan fast food brand because they would be on set and stuff all day and they'd be like, damn, I want a burger, but you can't make nothing vegan that quick. I told you I tried to go vegan one time. I seen a nigga try to make a vegan lasagna and they tried to make the cheese from scratch using cashews, like lemon juice and water, child. Baby, it took the nigga all day to make a vegan. Baby, I ain't got time for all that, baby, when I'm hungry, okay? So he said the name of the business was gonna actually be Jackfruit, right? And he said that Pinky is she's real cunning, right? He said that he started talking to her about the business and to distract him from the business and what she had going on, she would give him head, right? He said that she, she was almost like a head doctor. She would give him head any and every way. Anytime he started talking about the business, she would give him head. And he said one time she gave him head for 4 hours.
You a motherfucking liar. You knew that?
Gave him head for 4 hours. Okay?
You nasty.
I'd be so surprised. I just be so surprised. Like, I'm just telling y'all, and I'm not even trying to be funny. It's not on my bucket list. It's not on my bucket list to be just no good dicks. You know what I'm saying? It's just not on my bucket list to be. I could give a damn. Girl, you out here sucking dick for 4 hours? So because she was out there sucking dick, she sucked this dick for 4 hours. Pinky sucked his dick for 4 hours, baby. And my whole thing is, who sucks? Now, listen, I know it sounds unbelievable, but I have a friend. I'm just being honest with you. I know it sounds unbelievable. But I had a friend who told me that this man had ate him out for 2 hours. And I was like, I don't believe that. Somebody ate you out for 2 hours? He'd be like, yeah, they ate you out. For the people, he ain't got no pussy. He got ass. And the dude was eating his ass. You know what I'm saying? People eat ass. Niggas eat ass. Gay niggas eat ass. Not all of them, but, some of them. And I was like, I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? A nigga ate your ass for 2 hours. I don't believe it. And he showed me a picture of the man, and the man was big boned. And he gave me it gave me my friend was doing charity with him. You get what I'm saying?
Pocket.
And so he really had to eat because he didn't know the next time he was going to eat nothing. So he had to get full. And so he showed me a picture of the man that ate it. And then I was like, oh, he ate. Okay. I can see him eating your ass. But Pinky back in the day, she give me 4 hours on the dick. 4 hours on the dick. Okay. But he said that she sucked his dick for 4 hours. Okay. And my whole thing is, I don't like if she was sucking your dick for 4 hours, was you into the head? Like, what is, I don't know. No, I mean, was you into it? Because I just feel like that if somebody was like to me, and let's just have real talk. When we talking about somebody, I just think that if somebody has some fire ass head, you're not lasting for 4 hours. You get what I'm saying? From the books and stuff I read, I mean, if the head was really, really good, if she had a real good head game, you get what I'm saying? She could probably make you nut in less than 5 minutes. You get what I'm saying? She could probably make you like Was you nutting and she just kept going? Like, what was going on where she was sucking a dick for 4 hours? Okay. But, you know, or was she trying to, you know, some of y'all from the books and stuff that I read, some of y'all some motherfucker green, the niggas have y'all coming in there getting the dick hard. I'll be in there sucking on gummies, trying to get the dick hard. Baby, if you got to get the dick hard, let me tell you something, baby. Can we have real talk? From the books and stuff that I read, and I'm a scholar, baby. But let me tell y'all, give y'all some game. If you gotta suck the dick to get it hard, it ain't gonna get hard, baby.
Message.
If you gotta suck the dick to get it up, if you gotta jumpstart the dick to get it ready, it ain't gonna work, baby. It ain't gonna, baby. You'll be down there sucking forever. You'll be down there sucking forever, baby. Don't say I ain't never told you. That's what they say in the book, baby. If you gotta go down there and suck, if you gotta go down there and kickstart the dick to get it ready, baby, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Okay? And I'm just don't say I ain't never taught y'all nothing. Okay? It ain't worth right. It ain't worth it. You like the challenge, Ashley, girl? No. Okay? So he said that after she gave him head for 4 hours before, right? After she gave him head, because the name of the restaurant was going to be called Jackfruit. And so he said that after she gave him head for 4 hours before, he said, you a nasty little vegan. And she said, that's it, baby. That's it. I'm going to name it Nasty Vegan. So they went from Jackfruit to Nasty Vegan. They thought Nasty Vegan was better. And then she thought on it for a little bit. And then she ended up starting to call it Slutty Vegan. Okay? And so he ended up helping her out. He ended up hiring a cook because neither one of them could cook. And he said basically the first endorsement that they had was his mama, Ayana. Ayana ended up giving her, you know, her endorsing Slutty Vegan. Okay. Now he said that, you know, Pinky ended up making a comment on the show about how Angela laid on her back to get to where she is. And he said, what do you think Pinky used? Her throat. Pinky used her throat to get where she is. Okay? He said if it wasn't for him, Slutty Vegan wouldn't exist. Okay? And he said that the 1-bedroom apartment that she said that that Slutty Vegan started out of was his 1-bedroom apartment. Okay? Now my thing is this. Now from what Tasha K said that Pinky, I gotta be honest, Pinky said came out and said that it was a lie. You get what I'm saying? I don't think that it's a lie. Okay? But this is the thing, though. I don't like, because this is what I'm saying, and I told y'all before, I don't want to go nowhere and come into no restaurant or whatever. And somebody like, hey, you little slut and stuff like, you know, so don't nobody talk to me like that. You get what I'm saying? Hey, you dirty little slut. What's up? You know what I'm saying? That's not fun. You get what I'm saying? Just because you go over here and suck dick for 4 hours don't mean that everybody else do like that. You know what I'm saying? Respect me. RESPE, respect. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like that. So you don't be sucking from scratch? I don't suck. But I would never suck from scratch. I would never suck from scratch, baby. I'm telling you, if you gotta suck the dick to get it right, baby, the dick ain't worth having, baby. The dick ought to be the dick ought to be ready just by looking at you. Bonnet and all, the dick ought to just be ready. The dick ought to be ready. The wind of blowing the dick and get hard. Child, girl, what's coming on? Come on now, let's talk. Thank you for the super chat, Joe. He say, my Lord, when you allow your life to be the title of your business because of how you handle business. Thank you for the super chat, True and Blue. She said, but I thought that the only meat that she ate was her husband's. Well, I guess it was our younger sons at first, baby. That's what I'm saying. See, thank you for telling me that, True and Blue. I forgot all about that. See, that's what I'm saying. I would have never said no shit like that. But you go, and see, that's what I'm saying. It got to be true because Pinky, you know, most people say, I would have never said that I ate no dick. But Pinky over here saying she eat dick. Okay? I don't want to eat. I'm going to eat some dick. I ain't going to eat no meat, baby. I'm going to eat some dick. Girl, ain't no way. And that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful with her. And she thought that it was cool. At least that was her husband, though. But Pinky, girl. Oh, Pinky. Now, Pinky said it wasn't true, but she eat dick, though. She said she only eat her husband. That ain't the only man that she ate. Okay? Now, the man didn't say that she wasn't vegan and he saw her eating pork chop sandwiches and shit like that or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But Pinky said that she was going to get her lawyers and stuff involved or whatever. Girl, your sorry ass lawyers, girl. You over here still fighting. Girl. Thank you for the super chat, Mrs. D. Creed. She said, "Amen, Gabor. They see my lip eye combo and know what's up. It gets hard based on the anticipation, baby." Right. And I'm just telling you the books and stuff that you know what I'm saying. If I'm being real with you, I just feel like don't even call until it's ready. Y'all out here sucking dick from scratch? It's a trap. It's a trap. Because the nigga gonna say it's because the dick don't work. When they want you to suck the dick from scratch, the dick don't work. 9 times out of 10, the dick don't work. And they gonna try to make it seem like that you just couldn't turn them on. And you down there sucking for your life. It's a trap. Don't do it. Reconsider. Read some literature like I did. And don't say I ain't never taught you nothing. Don't say I ain't never taught y'all nothing. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Mill. He said, Phaedra Pinky said that she coming for your title, and this token from you, baby. It's taken from you, baby.
They took them from you, baby.
Girl, I would think that if you were sucking something for 4 hours, that your nose and shit would start bleeding or something or whatever. Pinky out here sucking for 4 hours. But you know, they say when you're a vegan, you got different type of strengths, baby. Different type of strengths, okay? Thank you for the super chat, cute content guy. He say, gobble your way to the top of whatever is saying dream girls. Well, in Pinky case, to bankruptcy. But Pinky gave me that she that type of girl. She gave you that type of girl? I don't know. I'm just trying to be, can we have real talk? Pinky gave me this. I would, before I see Pinky eating dick for 4 hours, I would see her eating pussy for 4 hours.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
Okay? Now, as my present to y'all, I am going to subscribe. Tasha K just gave us a little bit of it, but he said that he actually know the woman in the basement. And so it does give like it's a woman in the basement. Now, I will say, you know, I need to know what happened more in the relationship because he you know what I'm saying? He probably gave her, I believe that he probably gave her the startup money and he built it at the business stuff took off, but ain't nothing to fight for now because she's broke. She's broke. So it ain't nothing. It ain't. You know, if she's sucking difficult, okay. So let's get up off them, okay. Now who else we got before we? Oh, let's get over here on Love Island. Where is my picture of Soul? Soul was on the After Sun. Do y'all get a picture of Soul? Thank you for the super chat. He said, Alexa, play "Call Me" by Too Short featuring Lil Kim. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Mill. I appreciate it. If you need somebody to talk to, someone to love you, satisfaction guaranteed. I'll give you what you need. Everybody know the queen getting down dirty. Drive you crazy like it's 7:30. It ain't a secret. Rumors, they can keep it. You know it's only one ghetto team with the ghetto dream. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to look for my picture of Soul. Give me 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. But yeah, baby, it seems to be a new hair doctor in Atlanta, baby. Oh, girl, baby. Pinky said she coming over there coming for everybody. Okay, now where is my picture of Soul? I know I got a picture of Soul somewhere. Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. I think this is it, right? Yeah, we got it. Okay, so share screen. There goes Soul. Okay, so After Sun. I ended up watching After Sun this morning. Okay, as I was getting ready for the gym. Thank y'all for letting me know y'all can hear me. Okay, so this is Soul. She is from Love Island, USA. This last season of Love Island, USA, and she was a bombshell that came through the house. Okay, and so this is my second season watching Love Island, USA. Right, this is my second season, and I actually watch After Sun because I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people don't watch After Sun, but for me, I'm nosy, right? And you know, there's no need for me to watch a show 5 hours a week, right? And not watch the 30-minute extra episode they giving us, right? So my thing is, if I'm gonna watch the 5 hours, I might as well watch the 5 hours and 30 minutes, right? But this one was like 52 minutes, okay? Now, last season After Sun, it really wasn't good. I didn't like the host. She wasn't American. And I'm not saying that she had to be American, but I'm just saying she spoke with an accent. She didn't really seem like that she was really interested in what's going on. Now, this year we got Sierra Miller and Teffy. And I don't really know who Teffy is. I know who Sierra is. I know that Sierra is always around there. Baby, I seen Sierra over there on her knees crying, baby. The white man broke her heart or whatever with her best friend. And she was over there crying on her knees. Girl, get your ass up. Get up. I just know she always somewhere crying over a white man. You know what I'm saying? She kind of give me, you know, she give me Garcelle vibes. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? It seems pretty good because you can tell that they actually watch the show. Okay. So as you know, on the latest episode, Gabe and Soul were sent home. And Sierra asked Teffy that if the women had to send a girl home and if the men had to send a guy home, who would have went home? And so, you know, in my opinion, if you ask me, I believe that they would have sent, I believe the women would have sent Soul home. Right? Sierra has that Robin Givens thing going on with her mouth. What Robin Givens thing going on with her mouth? You know who she gives me? You know who she give me though, JW? You know who she give me? She give me Teresa Randall. I know she a crackhead now. She, you know, I know that she on drugs. I know she on drugs or whatever. And you know, I want to say that her boyfriend had came out. I read something, they said that her boyfriend had came home and she was in the closet smoking crack with a dog or something like that. Rest in peace to Jameson, baby. Anyway, so Gabe went home. Yeah, I believe that the women would have sent Soul home, and I believe the men would have sent Caleb home, right? And so and that's another thing. I don't like that the Islanders. I don't like the idea that the Islanders get to have a say so who goes home, because I feel like it's not fair to the bombshells who come in later on, right? Because I feel like they ended up drawing clicks with the people that are in the villa the earliest, right? Anyway, Gabe came out, did his interview. I didn't really care. He spoke with one of his friends, and he said that he had to defend Gabe because everyone thought that he was a Trump supporter because he followed Donald Trump. And Gabe ended up saying that he's only been in America for 2 years and he only followed Trump because he was the president. He can't even vote. They started talking about Bia. Child, we don't care. I don't believe he was really into the one-leg bitch. I don't like her. It is what it is. Okay. I thought that the friend was going to say something to defend him against. See, they didn't bring it up on the show, but they tried to lead us in. The friend was saying, I had to defend you online. But I thought because it was an accusation made by a guy came out and said that he and Gabe hooked up after a modeling gig that they had. But that wasn't what he was defending him against. He was defending him about being a Trump supporter or whatever. So we don't really care about that. But Soul ended up coming out. Well, before she came out, she didn't hold back in her part. Soul, they gave her phone while she was still in the hotel room. She now has 128,000 followers. She said before she went into the villa, she had 5,000 followers. Okay. So she got 123,000 followers. Okay. Her ex had ended up texting her. My thing is, if we're gonna talk about the ex and y'all gonna put this in the show, I want to see what the ex look like. Okay. Now apparently her ex is in a relationship now. He said that every time he got on social media on the platforms, on all of the platforms, he said that he ended up seeing pictures and stuff of Soul. Okay. And I believe that because when I tell you, when I get on Twitter and Threads, not so much Instagram, but when I get on Twitter and Threads, baby, it is Love Island out, and I'm ready for this shit to be over with. Because I'm ready for it to be over with. Okay? I like the idea of the game, but I'm ready for it to be over with. I just feel like that these kids on the show are too young. I want them to be a little bit more experienced. But I just feel like that, you know, if we have it with maybe like 35, maybe 30 to 35-year-olds, a lot of them going to be on the show saying, I'm a mommy. You hear what I'm saying? And so we'll see. She ended up, but see, the thing is though, when Sean got on the show, Sean was 29, I believe, with a baby. Everybody was saying he needs to be home with his baby. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. Anyway, she ended up calling her cousin and her aunt, and she let them know that they was kicked off the island. See, they don't know because we're not watching the show live. The show is being recorded as they go. And so they're probably like, girl, what you doing calling me? You ain't supposed to have your phone. But I'm pretty sure they knew that when she was calling, they knew that she was kicked off the island, okay? Her cousin let her know the love may not have been for you. The love may not have been there for you in the villa, but you do got love in this world where everybody likes you, okay? We ended up finding more out about Soul. She said that she changed school about 10 times. And so she used to being a new kid and not fitting in. She said that everybody thought that she was this strong boss bitch, but I'm a human with feelings and I want to be able to express them. I wasn't able to express them all the way. People didn't really get a chance to know me. And she didn't file blunt, but she did find a bunch of people who supported her. Now, my thing is, that's what you led with. So you led with that you was his boss bitch. You led that you was his boss bitch. And I came here to take y'all niggas mans. That's what you said when you came in. I came to take these hoes men. Right? That's what you led with. And so that's what they got. You did. I don't think that you actually tried to get to know the girls, in my opinion. I felt like that you came in, I'm taking these hoes men, and it is what it is. Well, you know what I'm saying? Her aunt said that when she came in, she shook shit up and had everybody rethinking their couples. And yes, you definitely did do that. When you came in, you did shake shit up. The girls were scared, particularly the Black and Afro Latino girls. They was very, very scared. Okay. Now, when she came into the studio, she looked good. She looked good. Okay. She said she was blessed to be out the house. She didn't feel like people were open to get to know her because two of the girls was threatened by her. And so, baby, Sierra did a sudden and said, baby, name them. Name them. And she said, okay, shit, Amaya and Melanie. You know what I'm saying? There was some weird tensions. The girls felt the way when they guys pulled me for a chat and basically, go check your nigga, don't check me. And so what she basically said was the girls was clicked up against her. The girls that had been in the house was clicked up against her because she was new. And all of the girls really didn't fuck with her, which I'm telling y'all that Kenzie ended up flipping. I told you that Kenzie is a nasty girl. Kenzie went over there and befriended Soul because she ended up pulling Corbin. And so she was like, well, let me go over here and talk to this bitch since you over here talking to my man. Let me go over here and be friends with Soul. Yes, baby. Okay. She said that people ended up forgetting the premise of the show. And she, you know, because their girls' feelings would got hurt. So they didn't really want to explore because the girls' feelings and stuff would get hurt. Okay. She said that she feels like that Melanie was super whooped off of Sincere. And she was, and she is. And I feel like that Melanie looked stupid. And if I was Melanie parents, I would be upset with her because she looks stupid. You don't let no nigga play with you like that. You know what I'm saying? When a nigga show you who they is, believe them. Believe them. Okay? She said that no one got to know her and they gave her the shit end of the stick just because she was a bombshell. Okay? They talked about Sincere telling her she needs to take accountability. She said taking accountability means that you did something wrong, and she doesn't feel like she did anything wrong. She wanted to talk to people. People was closed off because they was trying to protect their couple's feelings. Okay? We're gonna talk about the accountability in a minute. Okay? She said that she wanted to talk to KC, and he told her that things was happening, but he never let her know what was happening until the day that she left. And what was happening was that he was attracted to her. And she was thinking, you know, what are you waiting for? It gave pussy, and you robbed yourself of knowing a bad bitch. And that's what I'm saying. So you can't be a bully and a victim at the same time. You can't be this bad bitch and then you're a victim too. You either a bad bitch or you're not. Okay? I've seen a lot of people online giving KC a lot of flack online for saying that he was attracted to Soul because he told Anaya that he loved her dark skin and she was the blueprint and he was into dark skinned girls. Just because KC is into dark skinned girls does not mean that he can't be attracted to Anaya. And I feel like that we only do this with conversations where there's dark skin, where there's women involved, like dark skinned or light skinned women, right? Like I'm into dark skinned men. That's my type. But that doesn't mean that I can't be attracted to anybody else, right? Just because KC's ex looks like Soul doesn't mean that he's not into dark-skinned women. He just so happened to fall in love with a light-skinned girl. You get what I'm saying? I just feel it's crazy. Okay, she said in the real world, she approached men in the real world. She said she's a flirt and she's a menace, and she hated that they weren't able to see that. And see, this is why I don't buy with you, Soul. Because this is the accountability that you need to take because you had a bad experience on this show. And I feel like what you did was you came into the house and you got with Sincere and you started playing the whole game and you put all your chips in Sincere's bucket that you didn't. You felt like you had got chose and you felt like that was your way in the house, that he was going to choose you. And I don't think that you, as a bombshell coming in, I think that you should have went in and flirted with a lot of more men. We should have seen you talking to a lot of more men, but I think that you thought that Sincere was going to choose you and you just stopped right then. That's what you need to take accountability for. You didn't really pull a chest and you didn't really come in taking these hoes men like that. You stayed over there with Sincere and you put all your chips in his bucket. That's why you had a bad experience, okay? She ended up saying on the show that she lost her dad and her hair fell out. And Sierra said there's too much talk on social media about Black women's hair and it's pissing her off because people only talk about Black women's hair. They do not talk about Kenzie's hair or Jen's hair. And it made me think about Gabby Douglas. I remember in my household, I was in college at the time. Was I? No, I wasn't. I wasn't in college at the time. I remember when Gabby Douglas was at the Olympic trials. And I remember when she made the Olympic team, this was at the trials. And I was watching it with my sister. And I remember my sister made a comment about Gabby Douglas' hair. And then I remember after Gabby Douglas ended up winning gold, she was the first American woman. You know, Mary Lou Retton, she ended up winning the all around by herself. And then the Fab Five ended up winning the team. But Gabby Douglas is the first American woman to win the all around final. And she ended up winning the team gold. But I remember she did the interview with Oprah and her mom said that she knew that Gabby Douglas's hair was going to be a topic of conversation. She knew that. I remember, put a one in the chat if you remember that. I remember, never forget that Gabby Douglas' mom said, she said, I knew that her hair was going to be the topic of conversation. But my whole thing is with the whole thing with Gabby, I remember Facebook being in the uproar about Gabby's hair. And I'm thinking to myself, this girl just won an Olympic medal by herself. You know what I'm saying? This girl ain't got time to be worried about her hair being permed down and shit. You get what I'm saying? This girl is out here flipping and shit. It's about to get messed up anyway. I'm flipping in the air. You get what I'm saying? What the fuck are we talking about? The fuck are we talking about? Okay. They ended up giving a hot round of questions to them. They said, who were you surprised the most by when you got to know them? She said that she was most surprised by Trinity because Trinity was funny. Gabe said it was Jen. Who was the best kisser in the house? She said that Corbin was the best kisser in the house to her. Gabe said it was Jen. Notice that none of Gabe answers is Bia. Okay. Soul said, somebody said in a question and said, how does it feel to be a real ass bitch in the house? My thing, Soul is not no real ass bitch. Soul is not no real ass bitch. Okay, if Soul was a real ass bitch, it would have been a whole different show. Let's be clear. This is not no real ass bitch. Y'all kill me with that. Okay? They said, what couples do you think are going to make it through Casa? They said that Zach and Kata are going to make it through Casa. Now, I don't know what they was watching. I don't see Zach and Kata making it through Casa. Now, Zach and Bryce might make it through Casa. Zach and Bryce might make it through Casa, but I don't see Zach and Kata making it through Casa. I don't see Zach and Kata making it through this next episode about to come up, okay? Now that they ended up saying who won't make it through Casa. Gabe said Kenzie and Corbin. Soul said Trinity and Bryce, okay? They was like, really explain. She said, well, it's obvious that they grown a connection, but they grew a connection because no one else gave them the time of day. I love it, baby. She said, baby, they obviously grew a connection, but they grew a connection because no one else gave them the time of day. Right? Baby, they basically stuck with each other. Didn't nobody want her and didn't nobody want him. I love it. I love it. Okay? She said if their types came into the house, I know for a fact that they wouldn't look at each other twice. And she said that Bryce was trying to talk to Kata again after she dissed him, after Zach even laughed in her face. After Zach even laughed in his face, she went and tried to talk to the girl again. And so Sierra was like, I appreciate his persistence. And she said, look, no shade, no tea, but he probably thinks that Kata is prettier than Trinity. So if his types comes into the house, he's out. And when she said that caused outrage. Everybody was like, oh my God, she's weird. She's weird. She's weird. Why would she say that? Why would she say that? Y'all know what the fuck that girl was saying, and y'all know why she said it. Thank you for the super chat, cutie country guy. He said shows should have had a whole house scared, not just two. And Kenzie and Terminator should have went home. All that changes tonight. Welcome to Casa Amor. Okay? So everybody was upset at what she said. And again, we've seen this before, right? When girls like Soul show up, y'all purposely, not y'all, just, social media purposely try to twist and misunderstand her words. And the truth of the matter is, some people don't like Soul because she's lighter skinned. Y'all do it with Giselle. Y'all always try to make colorism a issue. Y'all know what the girl was saying. Let's be real. Bryce is not into Trinity. And she wasn't saying it because Kata was more attractive. But we seen Bryce get with the girl on the show. The first time they had to say that they wasn't into their couples, y'all ended up, he ended up saying that he didn't want to be into the couple and ended up being forced back with the girl. And he wasn't satisfied with Trinity, even though the girl Kata dissed him twice. He still went and tried to talk to Kata again. So y'all know exactly what that girl meant. Okay? Like, they are just giving her a lot of flack because she's lighter skinned. And the funny thing about it is, I think that it's so funny that anytime Soul says something, right? Anytime she speaks, we're going to cherry pick her words, right? But Anaya referred to this girl as a whole hoe in this last episode, and nobody said anything. Anaya called this girl a whole hoe this last episode. She said that Casey was being super saver hoe, so he called her a hoe, and nobody said nothing. There's no uproar about that. But just because this girl said, I think that he thinks that Kata looks better than Trinity because of the way that he has moved in the villa, and now there's outrage. Okay? And speaking on Anaya Mama came out. Anaya Mama been doing TikTok videos. I went over there to see Anaya Mama TikTok videos. And Anaya Mama is being dishonest, baby. Let's talk. Okay? Anaya Mama is being dishonest. Anaya Mama, wrong picture. Let me show Anaya. Okay? Anaya Mama came out and she said that she didn't like the way that Anaya was being portrayed on this show because Anaya has never dealt had any issues with her skin tone, and she never had a problem with people liking her because of her skin tone. Miss Anaya Mama, just because she haven't told you about it doesn't mean that she haven't dealt with it. To me, it's clear that everybody in the house knows that Anaya has a problem with her skin tone. It seems that everybody in the house knows that Anaya has a problem with her skin tone. We've seen Anaya have a whole meltdown just by Soul walking in the house. Right? And it was clear it was because she was light. Trinity didn't pull that out of the air. Trinity spoke as if Anaya had told her that herself. And this is why KC keeps bringing it up. Everybody be like, why he keep talking about her skin tone? Why he keep talking about her skin tone? Because he's trying to reassure her, because that's what she complains about, being a dark-skinned girl. That's what she keeps talking about all the time, is being a dark-skinned girl. And I think that Anaya Moms thinks because she was raised with money that she is exempt from it. And she's not exempt from it. It just softens the blow. Right? It just softens the blow. But because to me, there isn't a dark-skinned woman alive that can say that she hasn't been discriminated against or hasn't been slighted because she's dark-skinned. Now, are they confident in themselves? Yes. But to act like that she has never been discriminated against because she's a dark-skinned girl, or she has never been slighted in life because she's a dark-skinned girl, bitch, that is a lie. I'll tell Anaya Mama that to her face. Tika Sumter will tell Anaya Mama that to her face. The baddest dark-skinned woman alive can tell Anaya Mama that to her face. So just because you got money don't mean that Anaya was exempt from it, baby. That doesn't mean that your daughter was exempt from it just because you raised her with money. Because you got with her black ass daddy and had her and raised her with money, that doesn't make her exempt from it. And the truth of the matter is, what I feel like is that what I didn't like, I felt like that Trinity was trying to make it seem like that she hasn't experienced the same thing. Trinity didn't give me that she was talking from her, like it was. Trinity gave me that she was talking from Anaya's point of view, but Trinity was talking to me like she wasn't dark-skinned herself. And her mama, it's so funny when we get to talking about skin tone, because I wish I could find a picture of her mama and show y'all real quick. But if we talking about Anaya Mama ain't light either. Anaya Mama ain't light either for them to be. Yeah, I felt that Trinity removed herself. In my opinion, I felt Trinity removed herself from the conversation. She didn't say we as dark-skinned women. Now, I think that she probably said that because Trinity to herself probably doesn't have an insecurity about it, right? Whereas Anaya does. I think that, you know, but she didn't make it, she didn't say we as dark-skinned women, but I think that she was trying to say, I don't have an insecurity about it. Anaya does. Again, when you put your children, because Anaya's mother was online basically saying, yeah, my daughter was raised like the princess, and she tried to show her birthday parties through the years and her first car being a Range Rover and all of this stuff. And again, it reminds me of when Mara Brock Akil, is that the woman who did Forever? When she was on the Breakfast Club, and she was saying how, you know, Black parents get money and they go and move into these white neighborhoods and try to give their children the best education in these white neighborhoods, and their kids and stuff feel like the outcasts. And it's clear that Anaya probably feels like she probably feels or grew up like the outcast. Yeah, you went and put her in the best schools money could buy, but how many kids at that school look like Anaya? How many kids at that school look like Anaya? How many Black kids are at the school? And are the Black kids at the school look like Soul and Kata? Do the Black kids at the school look like Soul and Kata? Or do they look like Anaya? You said that Trinity said it in a way of relating. I didn't get that, Penelope, but I understand what you're saying. Thank you for the super chat, Suez Canal. She said, I pray that they have some real bombshells in case to shake things up, because this season isn't giving it all, but I have to remind myself I'm almost 38 years old. Right. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. One tall girl said, our mother might have grown up in a more Black environment than Anaya, in a more racially diverse. I grew up and spent time in different communities, and the whites are on all Blacks. Okay. But in my opinion, I feel like it's clear to me that everyone in the house know that Anaya is insecure. And every time they play a game now, we are seeing Bryce and Zach are using these games to put doubts in Anaya's mind. And she's second guessing in any and everything. They say anything about KC and she's looking at it like it's a problem with her. Like, girl, chill out. It's a game. I feel like we are forgetting that there is $100,000 on the line. They're playing a game and they're playing with your head. It was no mistake that Bryce went and told Trinity that. Thank you for happy belated birthday, Richie. I didn't know. Happy belated birthday. Everybody tell Richie happy birthday. But yeah, I think that I don't know. I just feel like that Anaya mom, you are, and again, I feel like from the stuff that Anaya mom is saying, there is a chance that Anaya and what is his name? KC could come out of the house stronger than ever. But because of what the mama's seen on the show, she's not going to want them to be together. And I just think that it's nasty. Okay? Let's see what people saying. It's a game. They want the money. She don't need the money, so she playing for love. Yeah, she playing for love, but see, she's not into KC. Because let's be clear, KC is her third choice. And we don't even know if he's her third choice. We just knew that he wasn't her first or second. And I also think that Anaya is the one that's color struck. Because Anaya stood behind Sincere's door, and she also said that Sean was her number 2. This is stuff that she said on camera. But I feel like that we're in a day and age where, baby, how dare anybody say anything about Anaya because she's a dark-skinned woman? How dare somebody say anything about Anaya because she's a dark-skinned woman? You do the shit that you put on the next bitch. Or the next nigga. Okay? I agree her mom is naive about the negative stereotype that persists with Black beauty standards and complexion preferences and stereotypes. Yes, she thinks that because Anaya has been raised with a platinum spoon in her mouth that she's exempt. But baby, she's not exempt. She's not exempt. Girl, Beyonce and Jay-Z are billionaires. Beyonce and Jay-Z are billionaires. And we've seen people drag Blue Ivy down to the internet. You get what I'm saying? So, girl, what the fuck are you even talking about? Money don't stop you. Money don't stop you. It's giving projection Anaya right. I think Anaya wants an Alondria moment. Shamil claimed colorism on all brown skinned cast. But I think that Shamil was claiming colorism from the audience. Though I don't think that she was saying, what's good, Janice? And I missed you back. I don't think that Shamil was claiming it from the cast. I think that she was screaming colorism from the fan base. Again, I have seen dark-skinned girls walk into a room and people just shut the fuck up. Don't nobody want to hear what they gotta say. Don't nobody want to hear what they gotta say. Colorism exists, baby. And just because you grew up with money or y'all gave her a good life, you and your husband gave her a good life, does not mean that Anaya didn't go through it, baby. Beauty standards definitely do change depending on the community you are in. You're right, of course. Carlos brought that up for rage bait engagement on the show we haven't watched yet. What? Baby, the colorism comments. I remember the colorism comments starting on Potomac that baby before the first episode aired, baby. When Trinity was talking to Anaya, I said, God, I wish this woman knows how beautiful she is. Which one? Which one? Mm-hmm. And I don't like when Trinity did that either, because I felt like that Trinity knew what she was doing. I felt like, wow, okay. I feel like that Trinity knew what she was doing. Trinity knew what she was doing, playing with that girl. Okay, Trinity pissed me off. Yeah, she did piss me off. Okay, but y'all, that's all I got. That's all I got. We got Casa. Kata's face card is a 10. Yes, Kata's face card is a 10. And baby, I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't. Let's be real, baby. When we let me pull up this picture of Kata, baby. But child, at first I didn't see the 10, but to act like, child, quit playing. Y'all better quit playing. I think she knew too. She had a smirk on her face. Yes, she knew. Trinity pissed me off. She lied. Yes, she did lie. She did lie. Okay. Both Anaya and Trinity are beautiful, and I think the only one in the house that appreciates both their face cards and shape is KC. I do. But it's so crazy because KC is getting a lot of flack in the house when KC hasn't done anything. KC hasn't done anything but babysit Anaya feelings. And I feel like that KC is feeling now like, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't, so I might as well don't. You get what I'm saying? Anybody can say anything to you in a challenge and you up here getting mad and you getting upset because my assurance to you is not enough. But it's so funny because when she had a chance to kiss Sincere Baby, she shrouded Sincere Baby. And listen, girl, KC Penny is full of shit. See, here we go, Laura. What did KC do but reassure that woman? What did Trinity lie about? Trinity lied. What she told Anaya was not what. If you're gonna say what I said, say exactly what I said. What she told Anaya was not. That's what I'm saying. When somebody tells somebody, then they tell somebody the story get changed. What Trinity told Anaya, I forget what it was, but I remember thinking that's not what they said. That's not what Bryce told you. But what she said was different than what Bryce told her, and what Bryce said was totally different from what old boy said in the first place. I like KC. I just want him to explore and be free, right? You know, I think that we put too much pressure on them trying to give us black love. Bryce got Trinity thinking that she that girl, but it's all a lie. He don't even like her. No, he don't like her, but they trying to play the game and win that $100K. They need the money. He should have explored with Soul. Anaya got him too shook to make a move because Anaya was getting over there. Anaya was over there getting ready to cry. Anaya literally was crying just because he had red paint on him. And the crazy part about it is everybody had red paint on them. Anytime that man has had any action with Soul, Anaya was losing her mind. She was losing her mind. Even when he had the chat with her and she seen him having a chat, this is a picture of her when he was over there having a chat with Soul. She was mad than a motherfucker. Went over there, got the man, and said, what are you cheesing about? Just let me be in my feels. Girl gone. He said it was only two of us who been in a lone couple. And Bryce said, what about me and Trinity? He said, oh yeah, Trinity went back and said that KC said that he was surprised to see us in the top 4. Yes, because he said that, what about me and Trinity? But baby, y'all both stepped and said that y'all didn't want to be in y'all couple no more. Y'all are, but because that's what Casey, you should have just been cutthroat, like I would have said. Well, you know, like Soul said, baby, y'all only a couple because nobody wants y'all. Y'all only a couple because nobody wants you. But in the words of oh girl, baby, y'all only in a couple because nobody else will give y'all the time of day.
No, you.
Nobody else wants to give y'all the time of day. Anaya is very insecure, period. Right, she's insecure. Anaya ex-spoiled, Anaya is boring. Yeah, she is boring. But I don't think that she's really boring like that because she signed up for the show. I believe that Anaya was in that bed with Sean, or if Anaya was in that bed with Sincere, she'll be over there getting DJ'd too. I hope not. But I believe that if Anaya would be doing more than going to bed if she was in that bed with somebody that she really wanted. She don't want Casey. She don't want Casey, and that's okay, baby. But Bryce got a snake. He could keep it. He could keep it. What's the name of the movie? White Snake Moan? Oh, get it out of here. I got a cousin that looks similar to Anaya, and she was the one, and she was one of the talks of the town because of her beauty. Okay, Richie. But what you trying to do, though? What you trying to do, though? Because I feel like you trying to force stuff down our throat. Couple by default, and that's a fact. Not DJ. What a terrible verb. Yeah, baby. What? Not DJ. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ricky. Woman say you got a girl. Yeah, true. You got a man, but the party ain't gonna stop. So let's make it hot. Casey and Corbin too. Casey. I'm waiting for Katie to choose Caleb. I want Katie to be with KC. I want Katie to go with Jake over there with KC. But Katie done fucked herself. Katie literally fucked herself about it. Baby, ain't nobody about to, girl, that's friendly puss. Katie done already fucked somebody in the house, girl. She's done with. She's done with, but we're going to see how colorism work. We're going to see how colorism works, baby, because I'm telling you, if Anaya and Trinity had fucked somebody, you know, I will say this about Trinity. Trinity give me, she smoked with cigarettes. She smoked with cigarettes. I'm going to have to go and see, do the girls get cigarette breaks and stuff on the show. She give me, she smoked with cigarettes and stuff. But I want to see if, because baby, if a black girl had been in the house and fucked a nigga, baby, that's the kiss of death. She would have been leaving with soul. You get what I'm saying? But the fact that she's still in the house, we'll see, baby. Because she gonna have to, she put out, and she gonna have to continue to put out for somebody to take her serious. She give me that too. What? Tell me. I'm sorry. I want Corbin to play in Kenzie's face in Casa Amor. You want Corbin to play? He about to play in Kenzie's face. He about to play in Penelope. That nigga be running game. He told her they think that you a little whorish, that you a little lustful. What you mean lustful? What you mean lustful? They said that you, baby. They said that you got friendly pussy. They said you in here moving like a whole child. They said you kissing on all the niggas. I feel like he was trying to get her in line. I feel like he was trying to get her in line. She over there, baby, she over there going through heat, talking about she haven't had sex in a year. Girl, please. Girl, please. You let that nigga DJ you? And he was telling people that he DJ'd you. But the fact that he was kissing you, he didn't want nobody to know that he was kissing on your ass. She give me vape vibes. Trinity from the friend. Oh, Trinity. Yeah, Kata played herself. Yeah, she played herself. I literally sit and stare at her when she has a scene on the screen and say, oh my God, Richie gone, child. Gone. Oh my God, what though? Let's be real, baby. What you talking about? Oh my God, what? Oh my God, what? Shit. I feel like if you're trying to say something, say what you're trying to say, Nene. You got the floor. Shit. Shaq from Fur Boots in 2018. Baby, child, those Fur Boots. Baby, 2018, baby, I seen them boots in 2003, child. I seen them boots in 2023, and Rob J. the City got them hot ass boots on in the summertime over there in Fiji. Girl, please. Baby, it's giving smoke with cigarettes. You know who she give me? She give me from Rhonda. She give me from one of them cigarette smoking girls on the early days of America's Next Top Model. Zach is trying to get her out slowly but surely. He already had it. Kata better get with Caleb. He's the most attractive in the village. Lauren, girl, L'Oreal. I don't like that now, L'Oreal. Now let's be real, baby. Baby, if we're gonna be, baby, the best thing in the house is KC, baby. Now let's be real. Baby, KC is the best thing in the house from this season and last season from the two shows that I've seen. KC is the best thing that I ever seen walking that motherfucking villa. Now come on now let's tell the truth now. I ain't never seen nothing that touch walk through that villa. Nothing that tough walk through that villa. From this season and last season. Now let's be Caleb. Girl. Bad build ass child. What Gabor Anaya is beautiful. If I was straight, she might have been my type. No shade. Okay. But I'm just saying, Richie, you're doing a lot trying to force it down our throat. I feel like that you're trying to force it down our throat. If you feel that way, you can feel that way, but it feel like that you're trying to force it down my throat. That's what I feel like that you're trying to do. I think that you see your cousin in her, and that's okay. That's okay. I was screaming. And Kayla gives me Jada from Top Model. I was telling my friend that earlier. I definitely believe that Kayla smoked with cigarettes. I definitely believe Kayla give me she smoked with cigarettes. Not for Rhonda, the fabulous for Rhonda. Y'all tell me if y'all get for Rhonda. Put a 2 in the chat if you see for Rhonda. KC and Corbin neck and neck. KC and Corbin neck and neck what? JW for what? Neck and neck for what? Neck and neck for what? Let me know. Anaya pretty but insufferable and insecure, and makes her uninterested, constantly needing reassurance. Right. Zach told Kayla right after sex that he going to explore the shade. Right. I think Caleb seems like a gentleman. That nigga weak. Let Kenzie play all up in his face. Damn, the best. Zach, Caleb, I don't. Anaya really, yeah, she don't. Caleb seems like a sweet. That nigga weak. Does Casey look like Warnock? No, the sweets. Did you hear that Nene's son been in jail? I did. Jeremiah looks better than Stacey. Jeremiah who? You gotta let me know who Jeremiah is. No, Jeremiah was nice looking, but he don't look better than KC. KC's a man, baby. L'Oreal, that's a man, baby. That's a man. Can you show Casey? I haven't watched one episode, but I enjoy the conversations. Let me go. Let me show you Casey the Great. Casey the Great. That's his Instagram name. I can't find it. Let me see. Casey. I wonder what Casey stands for. Love Island Season 8. Let's see. I mean, I don't really feel like I got to show y'all nobody, because if I say somebody tough, they tough. That nigga over there going through it. Look at this picture of this man over. He just over there going through it. Anaya just grandma. Mama over there just. KC about 6'2" KC is the baddest one. I know. You know, if I say it, if I say it is. From the pics, KC looks like a boy. I mean, he only 23. He only 23. But that nigga over there going through it. That nigga over there going through it with Anaya insecurity. That nigga trying to have fun in the house. She over there, I'm dark skinned, shallow, child. And y'all know Anaya 6 feet, they say. They say Anaya 6 feet. That's a big girl. You having KC up to the guards. He built like a guard. Sean looks better than KC. He just couldn't dress. Sean, girl, you color struck too, Loria. Loria, are you this girl's mama? Where is Gina? I feel like you attacking me. Richie, I wouldn't attack you, baby. And you would, if I was attacking you, baby. This is a boy, baby. If I was attacking you, baby, you wouldn't. You would know I was attacking you, baby. I'm real aggressive. I'm ready for her to go. Right, I'm ready for her to go. A big, beautiful girl. That's a big girl, though. What does her have to do? I'm just saying. You think that KC has girl? I don't know. That's a child. That's a child, Wendy. He only 23. That's a child. You forcing KC down our throat. I'm not forcing KC down our throat. I'm just saying that's the best looking thing. That's the best looking nigga that came into the house. Because somebody said that Corbin, because L'Oreal said that Caleb, child. When I tell you, I'm talking about color shrug. L'Oreal say I don't like nothing with nigga in it. I say Anaya is not 6 foot. They said that she was 6 foot online. They said her volleyball profile said that she was 6 feet. They did say that. I've never seen you be aggressive, Brit boys. Sean and Corbin look better. Mahogany girl gone. Baby, this nigga said that he was into, baby, it's so funny because, baby, when, let me say this before I go. I remember, I want a lot of y'all to check yourselves because I remember when he told her, you the blueprint. I love dark skin. Everybody online was like, that nigga lying, that nigga lying. It's like, no, y'all don't believe that. I love black men for real. Okay. All right, Monique. KC is handsome. Anaya is 5'9". They say she's 6 foot. Corbin look better than KC. Look at this short, look at JW color short ass. This nigga look like he had braces, goofy looking ass, sleeping with his eyes open, Arnold Schwarzenegger looking ass nigga. Girl, Corbin is walking ChatGPT. They like these short, racially ambiguous men. Give me Sean from this season, spitting mouth and everything. Wow. But celibate, right? But celibate, right? You have ruined the name Shallow for me. At church, a little girl named Shallow got dedicated, and all I could think about was you in that Vonnie voice. I didn't try to ruin the name. I don't need Corbin to talk. Oh, you need him to eat? Black people need to stop hating themselves. They do. Anaya will win the show, too. Just shaggy and homeless looking. Right. Corbin look better than KC. Man, please, that's what I'm saying, Breeze. Let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. And I probably got her height from my dad. She probably just, that's a big girl. 6 foot, that's okay, though. Sean is short, though, 5'9". Wow. Oh, so she taller than him. That's why, because he said that they was connecting, but see, she didn't see. And then but see, this is a thing, though. And this is another thing, too, the double standard. Because, so I'm going to remember. Everybody ate KC up because when old girl Soul was getting ready to leave, he went and pulled Soul and told her he feel bad for her experience. But see, y'all don't remember when Sean was single and vulnerable, and Anaya went into the restroom and told him that, I'm here for you, and I want to always be in your corner, and I want you to still be in the villa. Y'all don't remember that? Anaya was basically telling Sean, listen, I know I'm over here with KC, but if it comes a point where you have to choose tonight, if you choose me, I will leave this nigga. I'll leave this nigga. I don't want this black man. I don't want this black man. I wouldn't even stand there his motherfucking door. We together by default. I want you. Baby and all. I'll be a stepmama. The one-legged bitch came in here and said that she don't want no stepbaby, but I'll be a stepmama. But see, ain't nobody said nothing about that though, right? See, you see what I'm saying? I believe KC for Sean too. I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would. You will go and turn $147,000 back into the people who put it in your account too. I remember she loves playing the girl bestie role because she want that man. But the niggas don't want them, so she just gotta go over there and listen to them. See, she the type that'll be your nigga best friend, because she really wants your man and she looking for her opportunity. And she gonna put him on her bosom like Ayana had Karuchi and say, come over here and cry. Come cry. Come cry, baby. I know. They should bring Sean back for Naya. Child, he don't want that good. He don't want that good. I need something for my throat. What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? So a Porsha. I guess. You gotta watch her, Naya. She's sleek. She's sneaky. Read my last comment because I was shocked. Let me see. Hold on. A short nigga showed me his pee once, and I was surprised, baby. It was thick, long, and suit to the left. Wow. And you wanted me to show that to the people? If you want me to show that to the people, we got questions. What you say, Desiree? Desiree said, did you suck it for 4 hours? My God. My God. Baby, I love my people. I love my people, baby. What Dina say? How long did you suck it? Baby. Y'all out of line, baby. House of Princess say, celibate where?
You nasty.
Child, please. Not on a Sunday, baby. Plenty of short men have big penises. Did you talk about pinky sucking dick for 4 hours? You know I did. You know I did, child. Baby. I'm weak. Yeah, some of them short men are ponies. Yeah. But y'all, I gotta go. Thank y'all so much for being here, y'all. I really appreciate the love and support, and I will see y'all later. Adios.
Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it.